Alright, good morning. Welcome to the show. So I figured I would warn you now and let you know that today's vlog is definitely going to be a little bit different than normal. If you follow the channel, you know that I talk about like video production, business stuff, mindset stuff, life stuff, worship leading stuff, kind of talk about everything that I do. But the one thing that I haven't really done is told you like stories. And I guess, well, hold on. I have told you about like, you know, my wife, Jenny. I've told you about my parents. I have told you about Scott, how like the story of how we became friends and started to work together. But there are definitely other people in my life that are in my life and they make my life what it is. And just because I don't usually carry a vlog camera around those people, you don't even know about them. And you know, I feel like as this channel's growing and we're starting to get to know each other better, I thought it'd be fair to bring you in on a couple people that really make my life what it is, and just introduce you to them and kind of tell the story of how we met and how our friendship has become what it is. So consider yourself warned. If you don't like story time and personal stuff, then you can just watch tomorrow's episode. But if you're not afraid to dive in a little deeper with me, then come on along for story time with Pablo.
So the first time I ever saw you was at Faith on stage.
Okay, that's at our church, by the way, for those that don't know. Yeah.
Then I was in the process of applying for a job at Elevation Church, and I was looking at a video that you had.
Okay.
That was inside Elevation, and I saw you, and I was like, "Yo, that guy leads worship at my church."
Dude, okay, so that was actually the first time that you saw me then.
First time I realized that was you.
Okay.
And then we had that rehearsal together.
Right. So wait, okay,
so you got
came
me a chair.
Well, you came to our worship practice for the first time.
I came to worship practice.
And then you like were nervous to see me in person.
I was sitting, yeah, and then because that's when I had first met you.
Okay.
And I was super intimidated because like I had saw you lead.
Right.
And I was like, and the church is big, so it's
yeah,
like
I get
people like, you know how people are. They look at like.
What store are we going to first?
I don't even know.
All right, sorry to interrupt. So anyway, so you came to the practice.
Came to the practice, and then I was super intimidated because seeing you on stage, and a lot of people, they look at people on our stage,
sure,
and they're like, dang, they're like famous or something like that. Which no way they should at all. But that was the first experience that I had with you, and I was super intimidated and nervous by you.
Okay. To like almost like meet me in person, or like.
Yeah, to meet you in person, I was sitting right next to you. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, that's funny, bro.
Yeah, man. The days, and look where we are now, right?
And then the funny thing about that whole conversation and that whole time was that when I met him for the first time, it was at our practice at church. I think I had seen you a couple times like in the crowd while we were doing our thing.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I noticed about him when he came to our practice was that he literally dressed exactly like me. So it was actually very funny that.
All black.
All the time. 20. Is it 120? Alright, so apparently not supposed to film in there.
But we're out now, so it's okay.
But we're out now, so I guess he didn't say we couldn't vlog on the property, we just couldn't vlog inside. It's snowing significantly more than it was when we were going to the mall.
Hella.
Ugh. Hey dude, check out that guy.
That's me.
That is you.
Yeah, friends have always been a foreign concept to me. Friends in general, let alone a best friend. Because I was like really bullied and everything all back throughout the end of elementary school and the beginning of middle school and stuff like that. And because of that, I always had a bad rep the rest of my career in school, and so I never had any friends. But there was one guy that it kept me afloat. Me and him, we became really good friends. We both learned music in competition with each other. Okay. So that's why I played instruments, like different instruments, because me and him had competition throughout our lives.
I got you.
But like even him, like he was a, I don't think I would call him a best, like that title, best friend, like even back then, because it was always like, we played music together, we were super close through music and everything, but it was never like a connection like we've been great friends since kindergarten. Right. But there was never like a deeper thing. So I guess the difference between that and this is that like yeah, you are, like I'd give you the title of my best friend, and like I can go to you with like the crazy deep hard stuff that like I'm afraid to talk about, like even to myself. You know what I mean? Like like I never have never would have, and I never have shared them with the one guy I'm talking about or other friends I've had. But now, like, the fact that, like, you're in my life, you're my best friend now, is like,
Right.
it's all freeing and it's open to where a lot of stuff that I had put down and I repressed inside of me and stuff like that, it's all been coming up to the surface, and I've been dealing with it more and more just in the past year.
Okay.
So,
which is crazy because we've only known each other for like a year, right?
It's been a year.
A little over a year.
I met you in August.
August, and it's what now? November? Yeah, November.
So
Yeah.
still, it's been a little over a year.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is so crazy.
I just find it so interesting that someone who came into my life a little over a year ago is now someone I consider my best friend, when in reality, I've never really had a best friend before. Obviously, my wife I would consider my best friend, my partner, Scott, he's a great friend of mine. But a best friend is someone that you dive in deep with, and they're not afraid to dive in deep with you. Someone who really cares about stretching you and growing you and helping you become a better version of yourself. And there's things that Bobby's good at that I'm not, and there's things that, I'm good at that he isn't. But at the end of the day, he really cares about my heart, and he really cares about who I am as a person. And we have a very deep connection in that. And that's something that I just definitely don't ever want to take for granted. But what I want to encourage you with today is find yourself a best friend, someone that really wants to dive in deep with you and help you become a better version of you. I definitely found that in my friend Bobby, and I'm super happy that you guys got the chance to meet him today. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely want to do that a little bit more because there's people that follow me on this channel that, I want to try and give you as much as I can, because if we're going to build this community together, I feel like it's only fair that we know each other. So with that being said, we had such a fun day today, but I didn't know that what we're about to get into was what we're about to get into, and a little rough.
I don't think he means to, does he?
I don't know.
All right, so this trip to the mall was supposed to be very fun and lighthearted, and it was. Up until I went to get my wife Jenny here, and now we are struggling just to get home here. Every single route we've taken has been closed or something has been wrong with it, and now we are barely about to make it home right here, it looks like, I think.